guys, we're super excited to be here at the LA Fit Expo. It's our third year in a row. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be launching the Tasty Pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs. And we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Friday, February 12th, 2021. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. I've heard people say that greatness is magnetic, and that great athletes have a way of pulling more greatness into their orbit. And as far as bodybuilding in 2021 goes, you'd be hard-pressed to find 3 more magnetic forces than 212 Olympia champ Sean Clarida, classic physique runner-up Terrence Ruffin, and John Meadows. Earlier this week, Sean released a teaser from an upcoming training video between these 3 that he promised to be must-see TV. Given everything that we've seen from Sean already this year, the force multiplier effect of these in the same place at the same time must have really been something special to see. If they plan on doing more of this as the year goes on, I think we should all expect a career best performance from Sean and Terrence later this season. Before the world flipped upside down last year, if a giant walked into the gym wearing a mask, it would have probably felt like one of those scenes in a movie where you see your life flash before your eyes. And even now that everyone's wearing masks in the gym, I still think that most people would get that same sense of terror if they happened to bump into Maxx Charles after an arm day. On Monday, I heard someone close to Max tell me that he's at a point now where he feels like his body is ready to start picking up the pace as far as his training is concerned, and that the month and a half spent on cruise control after the Olympia seems to have done his body good. At this point, Max still hasn't announced what his plans are for the season, but the New York Pro is 13 weeks away now, and it wouldn't surprise anyone if he ended up being his first stop on the tour this season. They say people who are really smart have a way of explaining complicated things in a way that makes them sound very simple. And in some ways, people who are really strong have that same effect too in the way they make heavyweights look effortless. Take James Hollingshead, for example. On Monday, there was a video floating around of James knocking out a set of Romanian deadlifts with 495, where he must have done at least 10 to 12 reps with a weight that 99% of the people in the gym couldn't even move off the rack. When you're working with that kind of weight, being able to do 10 to 12 reps is what we call Ronnie Coleman territory. Anytime you're the same neighborhood as the great one, you know you must be doing something right. In what world does a so-called officer of the law beating a defenseless man constitute justice? How can these men who are supposed to be protecting and serving their communities look themselves in the mirror and think that what they did was right? And let me make myself clear, this is not an indictment on all police. I love and respect the police, our military, and all the public servants who put their lives on the line every day to keep us safe. But what we just saw wasn't policing. It was criminal behavior by men in uniforms who have the audacity to disrespect the shield by calling themselves police. This type of behavior is just unethical, and it's also immoral. And I want to encourage all of you to show your support for Nathan and his team in any way you can, and let the world know that this is our duty as global citizens to stand up for what's right in the face of adversity. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.